Michael Saylor and Patrick Bet-David communicate about XRP. We're also going to have some clips with Brad Garlinghouse and David Schwartz speaking approximately RL USD and some other XRP and Ripple information in this video. Let's get into this. I simply noticed this pop up on Twitter today. I get this video out as soon as viable. Let me play this. There's rumors taking place that the CEO of XRP met with Trump, right? With Trump, a Ripple. I assume there is a rumor, Rob, if you need to tug it up. If there is something like that, I saw something. Did Ripple CEO meet with Trump? Critics remarked, fueled XRP surge, and hypothesis CEO Brad Garlinghouse comments amid XRP surge and a fueled speculation Trump stock. So if Musk is in there, Musk, my view, I can be wrong. Musk is meme coins, Musk is Doge, Musk is crypto, Musk is Bitcoin. For the maximum component, he's open to the concept. He's now not precise to one issue. The community with XRP right now and Ripple has whatever together with your position with Ripple changed for the reason that remaining time you and I had been together. Yeah, what I say these days is it is clear we've a seasoned crypto president. They're all in on crypto. They are all in on Bitcoin. They are modern. They may be all about freedom. And Freedom Way, the 20th century safety regime become, you've got to spend $40 million on compliance to convey organization public, however. What if I simplest want to raise $4 million in capital? How does it make sense that I were given to spend $40 million on coverage so that it will take a $4 million hazard? So I think truly, whilst we come January, depending upon who runs the SEC, I suppose you will have a seasoned pro-virtual property sec, a pro-virtual belongings treasury, a seasoned digital belongings White House, a seasoned digital residence and Senate. Now, in case you want the crypto enterprise to grow and prosper inside the United States, you need a virtual assets framework. This is ethically sound, technically sound. So was that like answering the query, however, now not answering the question? I feel like Michael Saylor, nevertheless, would not want to admit how precious XRP can be. And it's all appropriate, right? Like he likes Bitcoin. Obviously, he sees Michael Saylor has something known as the endless money glitch. I don't know if you've heard of this, but Micro Method, essentially what they do is they're able to borrow cash at a quite low valuation. So they borrow cash between 0.85% and approximately 1.7%. Yes, even in excessive interest rate instances, they are able to secure coins quite cheaply. They take that money, they placed it into Bitcoin. Bitcoin has a median go back about 58% in keeping with the R. So they must spend 3 or 4% of that to cover their expenses that they owe at the money that they borrow. But basically, they have an endless cash glitch. And as the crypto enterprise expands and greater human beings come into it, more money comes into it. He's going to make trillions of dollars, I believe, sooner or later. All right. Michael Saylor says the second one fine crypto after Bitcoin is the stablecoin. That's interesting due to the fact we know what is across the corner. However, we'll let you hear it without delay from him. The international desires things and stated, well, what's the second first class? I could say the sector wants two matters. It desires crypto belongings as a savings account, and it desires cryptocurrency as a bank account. And meaning that the maximum famous aspect certainly goes to be a strong coin dollar. Yeah, a solid coin dollar proper, especially regulated strong coin dollar. What do you believe you studied RL USD is primed to do? It's extra than a solid coin, women and gents. It is a strong value that human beings everywhere in the international can position their cash into proper. If you stay in a country where your Forex is fluctuating drastically up and down, in the main down, right, you probably are frightened about putting your life financial savings in that specific foreign money. What in case you had an alternate answer, like a US dollar solid coin? That is wherein quite a few people are going to find consolation once they save and save their cash. So RL USD may be the superior stable coin for the world's monetary machine. Here is the board. You have Chris Larsson, you have got Sheila Bayer, and you've got David Puth. Some of these human beings paintings for America government. You have the Federal Deposit Insurance Company that buys. I think it's the Bank of England brand as well. And then right here is Brad Garlinghouse speaking with David Schwartz on stage, collectively speaking approximately real USD. I suppose having excessive first-class solid cash on the XL unfastened ledger is just, we realize from other systems that when they have excessive first-rate stable cash on their total asset, overall price lock will increase, transaction waft will increase, liquidity increases. It's just a key enabling technology. And it is just a wonderful example of that element in which, just like the solid coin issuers are some of the most regulated entities on earth, if you have a look at Circle, in case you observe what Ripple, the hoops Ripple is having a leap via, probably nobody on this room will ever be able to do commercial enterprise with Ripple immediately to get RL USD. You'll get it via exchanges because we ought to go through all of these complicated regulations for who we will do business with. And what is exciting about that, although simply quick, so he is basically pronouncing you are no longer going to be able to buy RL USD or get your RL USD at once from Ripple. You're going to need to undergo and change similar to how you purchase USDT or USDC proper now. The thrilling element about this, I don't listen to many human beings speaking approximately, is what occurs to Bitcoin. If something takes place to USDT, if you have been inside the crypto area for lengthy sufficient, you understand as USDT receives published, there is some kind of shady dealings with USDT pumping up Bitcoin. And as greater USDT gets pumped into the cryptocurrency surroundings, quite a few that reveals its way into Bitcoin. And so if USDT begins to lose market percentage proper, wherein they cannot preserve developing, USDT at a thin air, in truth, as human beings depart USDT to visit a more secure asset like Ripple's stablecoin, what will which have an impact on Bitcoin's price? That's something that we need to be paying attention to. If in reality it does that, is probably a sign that perhaps it's time to promote the Bitcoin pass into something else for the relaxation of the bull market, after which, because the marketplace comes to a near and we get again into the endure market, maybe this is a high time to get lower back into Bitcoin due to the fact I do see Bitcoin subsequently attaining $1 million. I suppose as nations get on board with having a reserve asset, a crypto reserve asset, and if this is Bitcoin, then nations all around the world will start stockpiling Bitcoin. It'll take greater Bitcoin off the open market and Bitcoin rate will skyrocket. If you study Circle USD, that is the equal aspect. Many of you possibly have USDC, but you failed to get it from Circle, you got it from an alternate, or you acquire it on a decentralized change or in some way. What's exciting is that you will by no means do enterprise with Circle. You will in no way be an instantaneous Circle patron. You will by no means have an account at Circle. And yet Circle's rather regulated product allows massive DeFi ecosystems which can be completely anonymous. I mean, there will be terrorists, and in all likelihood, we hope not. You already know there can be, however, but they don't do business with Circle. And I think you'll see that identical element. We have real DeFi ecosystems which can be enabled. Actual international asset tokenization goes to be the equal way. The entities that are going to trouble, shall we embrace US Treasuries as tokenized? You ought to onboard with them and go through your client and should have money laundering. But in case you place that during a pool on a DeFi machine and also you re-tokenize it or use it as collateral for a mortgage, you'll have, this is what we imply through institutional DeFi, those institutional regulated products that on decentralized layer ones. Allow these TFIUs instances, which can be, you already know, nameless, pseudonymous and less regulated. Well, so I suppose that also brings up one of the matters I do not suppose you may have anticipated. And absolutely, once I joined Ripple in 2015, I could not have predicted is simply the increase. I desire anyone that made this clip could have allowed Brad Garlinghouse end that. I do not, or just stop it after David Schwartz talked. Or Alexa. All right, and then my group published this Understand What You Preserve and the Strength It Has. I like it, a new international price gadget. So permit me show you in brief what that seems like. And as you can see, I've got some currencies I can send. I'm going to head ahead and ship Bitcoin. My pal will get hold of Bitcoin, confirm that transaction. Systems going via a procedure of consensus. Once more, reach consensus. So what I simply did essentially is I sent Bitcoin off the Bitcoin blockchain. So instead of ready 10 minutes that you should in the Bitcoin paradigm, I dispatched Bitcoins right away. Bitcoin is a totally slow and high price surrounding state of money proper. It was the first, I suppose, best like 7 transactions per 2 to get through. That could be an idea of mine. It's been a long time, but it's miles very pricey and sluggish. And so that you can use the XRP ledger to ship that equal Bitcoin for very cost effectively. And as the sector actions to a world reserve currency, which foreign money out